Guys, make sure you're following us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
It massively helps us out. Enjoy the episode.
You went to, I swear you went to a Union Berlin game recently, didn't you?
I did.
FC Union.
Yeah, because we went to a Union Berlin game.
Same
a
few years
ago.
these games.
Yeah, a few years ago. Did you not? The fact you vlogged there, honestly.
He was in the Ultras end.
Yeah, blew my mind.
We got kicked out.
When we went there, we were walking around the stadium. All we did was walk through the Ultra section, like at the bottom. We weren't speaking. We were with Union Berlin representatives. We walked through, and they just look at us and they point at us and go, "Out." And
Yeah,
we didn't speak.
we were like, all right, we're not gonna.
They just knew we were
holding
English.
cameras.
No. They just knew we were like English or something. They were like, these guys aren't ultras. These guys aren't welcome. So when I saw you vlogging there, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
you achieve what us mortals can't, mate.
I don't know which game you're talking about. Their home game or the one where they're at Hertha's ground in a European game? Because the European game was, which is Hertha against some Finnish team, I think. Sorry, they'll kill me for saying that. Union at Hertha Stadium against some Finnish team.
Yeah. And
that was the first time they had ultras back in the ground, because the ultras don't go to the home games right now, because they don't go there. And this is a rule in Germany. The ultras don't turn up to a home match until every single fan can get in. And right now with the EU COVID pass, they're not all vaccinated, so they can't all get in, because some people are against it. So the ultras will come back when they allow fans to come back, like they do in England.
Right.
So the only game they've been to is when they were playing at their opposition, like their rival stadium for European games, because UEFA said you're not allowed to play home games at Union. It's too small. So I was at a match with the ultras, and I just did it. Like I was wearing red, which helps. Yeah. Bouncing a little bit with them, like just kind of trying to be one of them. Like I don't look too out the norm.
Yeah.
I dress a little bit like a football, because I go to football games. You wear jeans, you wear coat red. Yeah. You know what I mean? I kind of know I've done it quite a lot.
Yeah.
So but the footage I got was unbelievable. I mean, the show they produced when they scored, and then
it's mental, isn't it?
60th minute, they put all these flares out and stuff. Like UEFA usually really get onto them for that, and then I think that helped me go back. I went like a week later to a home game. A lot of the fans, even though if they don't go up to me because they're scared of their English, or they don't have the balls to do it, they know me. They've seen me. They've seen that video because loads of Union fans watched it.
Yeah.
So I felt like being at home was a little bit more, and also ultras were banned from the home game.
Right.
So we weren't actually in that ultra stand you were in.
Yeah.
We're just in like quite the second ultra. Just on the side of the. So I loved it. Yeah, it was quality.
Yeah, to be fair, when we went, it was before COVID.
Yeah, Havertz was at Leverkusen.
Yeah. Was it Berlin?
Yeah, we saw him score that chip goal. Remember?
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Where you watched it? You
so
kicked out?
We ended up being kind of like halfway line.
Yeah,
in
like
the standing.
middle of the stands,
because they have the corporate stand.
They do
and
above.
Then, and we were at the opposite side of the pitch to that, so the standing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it was pretty
interesting.
You're
sitting down. You weren't standing. Was it standing?
Standing.
Standing. Are you sure? I think we were sitting down.
Because they might have done it up since you were there. But the corporate side that you're on, where the corporate side is like seats.
No, we weren't that side. We weren't at that side.
We were opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I was.
Yeah,
that's where I was. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. But that's become a little bit more lively since the ultras haven't come in. Because I think a few of the ultras.
Well, the ultra section was behind the goal.
Behind the goal.
Yeah.
That's completely off.
It was so. But ever since when they did that, I just felt a little bit on edge, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was just like, whoa, I don't know if I belong.
I was like,
especially
I was walking through and I'm like, I get compared to every German footballer ever. I should look pretty German.
I actually felt that at the Manchester Derby the other day. You know.
Really?
I got these tickets off my mate, United mate, and he was like, I can't go. I'm away, so you might as well just buy them off me. So I did. I didn't know where he was. Didn't know where his seats were. They were right in the Stretford end, which is where all these United ultras are. Like these fucking nutters. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not allowed to swear.
No, you swear.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was like, oh my god, like I do not feel good here.
Yeah.
Especially filming. So I kind of just, and my seat was taken as well because everyone was just standing there.
I was
like, oh my god, that's the worst feeling. I didn't. I was like, I'll just sit on the end. So I just looked for a little space where there was, to the right where there was space, and I got it, and it was good. My mate was just above me. We fit in eventually, but I really didn't enjoy recording at that. Like
uncomfortable.
I felt really uncomfortable. Luckily, I found a little area. There was a few tourists around me, and they were doing the same thing.
Yeah,
they were filming. They're here to watch Ronaldo. You know.
So what was it like to watch Man United being that shit in person?
And especially being around the United, like the proper Reds. It was like I didn't enjoy it. I wanted United to score because then the fans would be happy.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, also like being at the game. City just unbelievable. To watch City play the way they did It's incredible.
Yeah,
you know,
just dismantled.
A lot of my fans think I've got like a thing against United, but it's more of a thing that Bolton just don't like United, and I can't like United because of that.
Yeah.
That's why part of the reason I prefer Messi to Ronaldo. So it was just uncomfortable. When I next go, I'm definitely going in a place where I can just sit down.
So you prefer Messi to Ronaldo?
Yeah.
No, we'll let that one slide.
What do you think the problem with United is at the moment, given the fact that you've gone and watched it?
It's their urgency.
They don't have a plan and they don't fight. So like everyone talks about Ollie has to go, he does, because you look after the 60th minute and they're 2-0 down and they're walking.
Yeah.
They're walking around.
That's what they're saying on Match of the Day. Well, I watched it this morning. I watched Match of the Day, everyone. I know.
Well done, bro.
But they were just showing examples of like in like the 90th minute when City lost the ball.
Yeah.
There's De Bruyne, their star
Hustling.
players
Swarming.
working like wolves, trying to get the ball back. In the 90th minute, in the 60th, the United stars, they don't fuck all. They're just walking.
Yeah. Because they know they're keeping their space in the first team. Man City, even De Bruyne at the moment, isn't even getting the first team.
Yeah.
There's a few games ago, he dropped a stinker. Pep was like, so, okay, I'm going to drop you.
Yeah.
You can do that to your best player.
Yeah.
That's the mentality at City. Your place is always up for grabs. You have to perform on that pitch to hold on to your space or someone's replacing you. At United, Pogba knows he's going to start. Ronaldo knows he's going to start. Greenwood probably thinks, I'm gonna get some minutes because Rashford's injured until now. It's like there's no fight there. And sometimes they'll turn up because they get absolutely slated and they have to. But it's really toxic.
It doesn't matter how shit they play. They just know they're going to be playing week in, week out. There's not much rotation going on at United, even though they keep losing and they keep not picking up points. Like they now below Arsenal on the table.
Yeah,
that comes from the manager though, which is the exact reason why I think Spurs should rebound very nicely here, because Conte knows that if you don't perform, you are done. Like he's a cutthroat SOB.
Do you know the amount of United fans that came up to me that game and were like, mate, like we should have gone in for Conte. Like this is hurting my eyes.
He would have been ideal. He would have
like,
raked the weeds and sorted that club out from 100%. Top to bottom. But
and he's that sort of short-term manager that would probably have won a big trophy with that team.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I don't even know what he's going to win at Tottenham. I don't know, but it feels like a massive lost opportunity for United.
Yeah. There's not much. It's like the options are sort of getting narrower and narrower for United at the moment in terms of who they get as their next appointment. Because let's face it, Ollie will go.
Yeah.
Probably sooner rather than later. You'd like to think, wouldn't you?
The recent news is they're going to hold out a little bit. I think the end of the season.
End of the season.
That's what I said though. I said they're not going to pay him out. They won't pay his backroom staff out because they'd sooner save that money to pay for a bigger manager when the time comes.
I agree.
Around.
Well, it would have already been done if it wasn't the end of the season.
And you've also got to remember they've got to bring in an interim manager, which is more money, and then they're paying that package out to basically fill the gap until the season ends. So what? Glazers won't do it, man.
In the meantime, they're just going to have to just firm it.
Yeah,
basically.
And even the fans firm it. The fans affirmed it. In the Stretford end, they were singing through 2-0 like they accepted they were going to lose to their City rivals.
Yeah.
They knew they were. It's like they were singing through it, which I respect. I think it's really good, like the solid fans. But there was that mentality that, we know Ollie's going to be here. He's not going to be the future manager. We're just going to have to accept it. And pre-season, you've got more time for a new manager to actually work on his tactics, sign some players, take some time. You sack Ollie now, someone will come in. No, they're not going to win anything this season. Like, they don't really have it's too toxic.
Yeah.
It's not right now. Yeah, it's weird.